Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we'll be learning how to cut this cowl Bubu dress. If this is something that you want to learn, then keep watching. So for this style we'll be needing 4 yards of fabric. Then I went ahead to spread out my fabric and then check out the length that I'll be working with. So I am actually working with length 54 on this particular fabric. So you can go ahead and measure out the length that you want to work with. So I folded this fabric into 4 pieces because I am cutting the front and the back together. So first of all, I went on to take my shoulder measurement, which is 7. So after the shoulder measurement is achieved, so the next step now is for you to get your sleeve measurement. And in order to do so, you have to put your tape on the place where you marked out your shoulder measurement. You start from that line you marked out for your shoulder down to how long you want the sleeve to be, just exactly the way I am doing right now. So for my sleeve, I am actually working with 12 inches. I want my sleeve to be 12 inches, so I'm working with 12 inches. So next thing to do is for you to get your neck measurement, how wide you want it to be. So for this dress, I am working with 4 inches for easy access. And yes, like I said earlier, I am cutting the front and the back together. So I am actually marking out the back depth of the neck, and I'm working with 1 inches for the back depth. And then for the front depth, I am actually going to be working with 9 inches because that's how low I want it to be. I just went ahead to trace out the line from my shoulder line down to the neck depth that I am actually working with. So the next step from this is to get our sleeve circumference. But before we do that, we have to come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope on our dress. So that is what I'm actually doing at this point. And the benefit of this is to help the shoulder relax really good. So once this is achieved, the next thing we are supposed to do is to get our circumference measurement, our sleeve circumference. And for this particular outfit, I am working with circumference of 12 inches. So now that we have achieved our sleeve circumference, the next thing to do now is to get your hip line measurement, which is from your shoulder down to where your hip is. And for me, I am working with 25 inches, which is my client's measurement. So after this is achieved now, the next thing we are going to do is to get our hip measurement, which is divided by 4, which we are dividing by 4, and then I'm adding 2 inches to that for ease allowance. It's a Bubu dress, so it has to be free. So I'm adding 2 inches allowance. And so I'm just going to do the same thing at the bottom of the dress using the same measurement I used for the hip. I'll be replacing that measurement at the bottom of the dress. So once this is marked out, get my ruler and then trace up the line from my hip down to the bottom of the dress, just a straight line as you see me do. Once you are done with this part, the next thing to do now is to go back to the line where you marked out your sleeve circumference and then come in by 1 inch. So on this line we'll be coming in by 1 inch. That's where the cowl effect would be. So you just go ahead and make out your curve, sketch out or draw out your curve the way that you see me do, and just take it down to your hip line. Curve it this way. That's necessarily all you have to do. This is very quick and very easy, something that you can do in less than an hour. Now that we have achieved the main thing in this dress, all these lines that we have traced out now, we are going to be cutting them. And don't forget that this fabric is actually folded into 4 pieces, so we have the front and the back piece together. And while we are cutting, or as we are cutting, we are going to be cutting the back piece first, which is the one with the 1 inch neck depth. So let's cut. So now that the cutting is done, we have to separate the fabric from the front and the back so that we can actually now cut the front neck depth. I hope you get me. Just separate the two fabrics this way. So you have the front and now you have the back. So you can go ahead and cut out the front neck depth just as I'm doing. So for this dress, I actually wanted it to have a slit in front. So I'll go ahead and divide, just open up the front part of the dress into two because of the slits that I want to achieve. So once you're done opening it up, this is what you should have. It should be in two pieces like this, the left and the right side. And for how high I want the slit to be, I'll be going in by 16 inches. So guys, this is basically just all you need to do to make that beautiful cow dress. So I'll be taking this to my machine now to just join all these pieces together. I'll be joining the center piece there by half an inch right there, and then for the neck I'll be turning it in with a bias. I'll do the same for the back neck as well, and then join everything together. So guys, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, don't forget to share, and don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section.